Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. So we studied the structures of different hydrocarbons, straight chain hydrocarbons and branch chain hydrocarbons and cyclic hydrocarbons. Now today we are going on to do the next topic, that is functional group. Now what do you mean by a functional group? Now we have studied the structures of hydrocarbons. When we studied the structures of hydrocarbons, you saw that you were drawing only carbon atom and hydrogen atom. We started with one carbon. I will draw an example here. One carbon with hydrogen atoms on all the four sides with forming single bond with hydrogen. Okay, so this is the smallest hydrocarbon. Now these carbon compounds, these carbon are having a property of binding or forming bonds with other atoms also. For example, it can form bond with chlorine. Okay, it can form bond with oxygen. Okay, it can form bond with nitrogen. Okay, so any of these or all of them could be substituted. This hydrogen could be substituted by any another atom like oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, bromine, iodine, etc. That means carbon can share electrons with other elements also. So those atoms, okay, besides hydrogen which are being shared, that is called as functional group or heteroatom. Now you may see what is heteroatom. You may see heteroatom. The atom of the element which is substitute for hydrogen is referred to as heteroatom. So instead of hydrogen, whatever atom we use, okay, or the carbon is bound to, that is said to be a heteroatom. Functional groups. Now this heteroatoms, just now I showed you only one oxygen. Okay, one oxygen, one nitrogen. Okay, it could be a group of elements also. For example, this carbon could be connected to one nitrogen and that nitrogen could have two hydrogen. Okay, that means this carbon is having hydrogen everywhere but nitrogen on one side. That nitrogen is bonded with another hydrogen atoms. This is an example. So here this is the group. Okay, it is a group. Which group is it? It is NH2, which is bonded to the carbon atom. So such groups are called as functional groups. So every functional group has heteroatom. Heteroatom means it is the single element. Functional group could be more than one element because here it is nitrogen and hydrogen. There are two elements. Now this is a functional group, and what are the heteroatoms? The heteroatoms are nitrogen and hydrogen. So in this compound, what is the functional group? The functional group is NH2. And what are the heteroatoms? The heteroatoms are nitrogen and hydrogen. Okay, so have you understood the definition of heteroatom and functional group? Heteroatom is the atom of the element which is substitute for hydrogen. Okay, that is heteroatom. Functional group. Heteroatoms or group of atoms containing heteroatoms are called as functional groups. Okay, so in our syllabus we are given some functional groups, okay, with heteroatoms: chromo, bromo, iodo. Okay, that means the halogens, heteroatom oxygen and heteroatom nitrogen. Okay, so first we will see the heteroatom halogen, chlorine, bromine or iodine. Okay, this could be the heteroatoms. That means instead of this NH2 here, it could be chlorine, bromine or iodine. This is having only one carbon atom. It could be having more than one carbon atoms also. Okay, so the first one is halo. Why the name halo? Halo means it is having chlorine, bromine or iodine. They are called as halogens. Okay, so if it is chlorine, then the name chromo is given. If it is bromine, then the name bromo is given. If it is iodine, then the name iodo is given. Okay, this is the common name. Structural formula. What will be the structural formula? It will be X. X stand for halogen. Okay, you had studied this in the second chapter. X stands for halogen. This X could be chlorine, bromine or iodine. That means on one side this is, that is CH3 or whatever it is. Okay, it is taken as R. Okay, it will be RCl. Now R means this group which is present on the other side of that particular heteroatom. Okay, so here this is the group and to this Cl is added. Okay, so this is the structure: chlorine, bromine, iodine. What will be the condensed structural formula? It will be RCl, RBr, Ri. R stand for this set which is present on the other side, okay, besides that particular halogen. Now what will be the prefix or suffix which is added to the name of that compound? Now this column is not there in your textbook. You may add this to your textbook. This is for you to understand, okay. Prefix or suffix. For halogens, it is a prefix. That means if the compound is having chlorine, then the prefix will be chloro. If the compound is having the element heteroatom bromine, then the prefix will be bromo. If the compound is having the element heteroatom iodine, then its name will be having a prefix iodo. Okay, iodomethane. Okay, iodomethane, iodoethane, chloromethane and so on. Okay, so this is about halogen. This is about halogen. Now we may move on to the next heteroatom, that is oxygen. Next heteroatom, that is oxygen. That means this is a carbon. On one side it is having O. Understood? On one side it is having OH. That O is connected to H. So the functional group is OH. Functional group is OH. And this is the carbon atom. It could be having many number of C, or this OH could be anywhere on the 4 lines which we had drawn in the structure. Okay, when we had studied the structure, I had shown you that there are 4 lines which has to be drawn around the C. Out of those, one C is connected with other C on both sides, or on one side at least, and the other 2 where the H is there, that H could be substituted with OH. Okay, H could be substituted with OH. That OH is the name of the functional group. What is the name of the functional group? It is an alcohol. Alcohol is the common name which is given. The functional group is OH. It is written as ROH. Okay, it is written as ROH. R stand for the main body of the compound, whether it is methane, ethane, propane, butane and so on. Okay, and the suffix, it is given as suffix. The compound is given as suffix OL. Okay, so if it is methane, if this is methane, the name will be methanol. Ethane, the name will be ethanol. Okay, now the next is aldehyde. Aldehyde is the next functional group. In that, the heteroatom which is added, you may see the structure. This C is having O at the top and H to one side. Here it could be C, it could be H or any other element. Okay, any other element means either C or H, no any other element. It will become CHO. You may see here it will become CHO. So this is the condensed structural formula. It will be RCHO. This R could be either one H or any number of C compounds. Okay, C chains. So it will become RCHO. What is the suffix added? The suffix added is Al. Okay, so it could be methanol, ethanol, propanol, butanol and so on. The next is ketone. Ketone means, here you may see this is C. Okay, there is C. That C is having double bond O, and the other condition is that it should be having C on both sides. Okay, so CO in the middle and C on both sides. Besides C and H, what is the element? It is oxygen. That is why the heteroatom is written as oxygen here. So this C could be having hydrogen atoms, or it could extend with C's. Okay, so this means that O is there in the middle. Okay, so here you may see O in the middle. This side there will be any number of carbon atoms, but there should be minimum 1. Okay, and on this side also it could be having any number of carbon atom, but minimum 1. So this is the condensed structural formula of a ketone. To the name of the compound you have to add the suffix ONE. Okay, you have to add the suffix ONE. So this is about ketone. Now the next is carboxylic acid. Now in carboxylic acid you may see carboxylic acid, the C, this is C, that C is having a double bond O, and towards one side there is OH. This is compulsory. It will be towards one end. Okay, and one is left. 1, 2, 3 has also already got engaged. One is left. This could be H or any number of C's. Okay, it could be C. If it is C, it will be open with 3 hydrogen atom. It could be H also. It could be H also. Now, how will you write it? It will be RCOOH. Okay, it will be RCOOH. This R is a common name given to the any number of carbon chains which are present towards the other side. Okay, now towards the right, that is the suffix which is added. The suffix added is oic acid. Okay, that means it could be methanoic acid, it could be ethanoic acid, it could be propanoic acid, butanoic acid, and so on. So I repeat the first 4. For alcohol it is ROH. The functional group is OH with the suffix OL. Aldehyde, the functional group is CHO with the suffix AL. For ketone, it is CO in the middle with the suffix ONE. Carboxylic acid, COOH towards one side. Okay, this is CHO towards one side. This is COOH towards one side, and its suffix is oic acid. Okay, now you cannot write this as HO. You have to write it as OH. You cannot write this as COH. You have to write it as CHO. You cannot change the order of this also. It has to be COOH because it helps you to understand what the functional group is. Okay, that's all. Now the next is ether. Ether is another functional group with the heteroatom oxygen. In that case there is oxygen in the middle and C and C on both sides. Okay, and C on C and on both sides. Here it could be R any number, here it could be R dash any number. Okay, so this makes an ether. The the suffix names have not been given because it is given IUPAC names. Okay, so the next is ester, which is having C double bond O, and on one side it is O. That means it is having COOR. On this side it could be any. On this side also it could be any. Any number of carbon atoms. So this is the structure of ester, and even this is having do not have a particular suffix, but they are given the IUPAC name, but its common name is ester. So these are the compounds with heteroatom oxygen. Now the next is with heteroatom nitrogen. Its name is amines. The name given is amines. You know about amino acids. Amino acids are having this functional group. It is having one nitrogen. Nitrogen's valency is 3. So there are 3 lines. Okay, but 2 lines are engaged with 2 hydrogen each, and on the other side it could be carbon. Okay, so it is having RNH2. R could mean methane, ethane, propane, butane, any compound. Okay, so it is RNH2. Its suffix will be amine. Okay, that will be the name. And carbon-carbon double bond and carbon-carbon triple bond are also considered as functional groups. Okay, so you have to note this on page number 118. In the first paragraph there is this statement: carbon-carbon double and triple bonds are also recognized as functional groups, as the respective compounds are having particular chemical properties due to those bonds. Okay, that means due to its double bond it is having a functional property, that means characteristic property, and if it is having a CC triple bond, those compounds are also separate, they are having different properties. So the functional group provides a particular property to that compound. That means alcohol, you know about alcohols, it is not a single alcohol which is present. Methanol is an alcohol, ethanol is an alcohol, propanol is an alcohol, butanol is an alcohol. So there are several types of alcohols, but alcohol is the common name which is given. And what is the main similarity between them? They are having similar properties. Okay, they are having similar properties due to their functional groups. Now there are several aldehydes, all of them are having similar properties due to that functional group, that is CHO. Similarly, CO, COOH, ROR, RCOR and NH2 groups, amines, all of them are having similar properties due to their functional group. Like that only, C double bond compounds are having similar properties. C triple bond compounds have similar properties. Okay, so this is about functional group. Now we will see the compounds of each functional group in detail. Now on page number 120, use your brain power question. Write down structural formulae of the first 4 members of various homologous series formed by making use of functional groups in the table 9.16. Okay, so here we have studied about the functional groups. Which all functional groups we have studied? The first one is chloro, bromo or iodo. Then we studied about alcohols, aldehydes, ketones, carboxylic acid, ether, ester, amine, and about alkenes and alkynes. Okay, now we are going to study the first 4 compounds of these functional groups, of the compounds possessing these functional groups. One by one we will see. The first is whether it is having chlorine, bromine or iodine. Okay, I have divided it into 3 parts. The first one is having 1 carbon atom. Okay, a compound which is having 1 carbon atom. So you may see it is having 1 carbon atom with 4 lines. This will be 4 lines, but it is having H on all sides. Okay, but one H is substituted by an element chlorine. Okay, it could be bromine also, it could be iodine also. Okay, so all others will be H. Okay, this is chloromethane. The name is chloromethane. I shall write the name. It is chloromethane. This will be the structural formula. Now what will be the molecular formula? It is having 1 C, 3 H and 1 Cl. So this will be the molecular formula. Okay. Now the next, which is having 2 carbon atoms. So I have drawn 2 carbon atoms, 4 lines on each side of carbon. Okay, 4 lines, and 1 is substituted by, okay, 1 H is substituted by Cl. It could be anywhere. Okay, no problem, but I have written it here. Okay, what will be the name? The name will be chloroethane. The name will be chloroethane. Why ethane? Because it is having 2 carbon atom. Why ANE? Because it is having a carbon-carbon single bond. Now we will write the molecular formula. It is having 2 carbon atoms, 5 hydrogen atoms and 1 Cl. This will be the molecular formula. This could be written as CH3 CH2 Cl. Like this also it could be written CH3 CH2 Cl. That will be the condensed structural formula. Now the third one is 3 carbon atoms. Okay, the number of carbon atoms is 3. So 3 carbon atoms, it is having H on every side, but 1 H is substituted with Cl. 1 H is substituted with Cl. Its condensed structural formula will be CH3 CH2 CH2 Cl. This will be the condensed structural formula. What will be its name? Its name will be chloropropane. Its name will be chloropropane. What will be its molecular formula? It is having 3 carbon atoms. How many hydrogen? 6, 7 hydrogen atoms and 1 Cl. This will be the molecular formula. Now the next is the compound with 4 carbon atoms. I will show you C with 4 carbon atoms. All of them will be H. Okay, all of them will be H, but 1 Cl. Okay, 1 will be Cl. I am not drawing H here. Okay, otherwise I will draw. You shouldn't get confused. There is H on every side. Okay, now here you may see what will be the condensed structural formula. It will be CH3 CH2. This double bond you have, single bond you have to show, CH2 CH2 Cl. This will be the condensed structural formula. What will be the name? The name will be chlorobutane. Okay, it will be chlorobutane. Why butane? Because it is having 4 carbon atoms. Now we may move on to the molecular formula. C4. Okay, how many H are there? 4, 4, 8 and 9 H and 1 Cl. This will be the molecular formula. So these are the first 4 compounds of chloro. That means having the functional group chloro. Similarly, you can have bromomethane, bromoethane, bromopropane, bromobutane and so on. Otherwise, iodomethane, iodoethane, iodopropane, iodobutane and so on. So this is about chloro, bromo or iodo. Now we may move on to the next, that is alcohols. For alcohols, what is the functional group? It is OH. So first we will see with the number of carbon atoms 1, which is having 1 carbon atom. That means it is having 1 carbon atom. Okay, on one side there is OH. First draw the functional group, then go for the other part. So after drawing one OH, 3 L's are left. It will be with H, 1 H each. Okay, so what will be the condensed structural formula? It will be CH3OH. How many carbon atoms? 1. Okay, so I will take it as methane. I have to take the parent name and then add the suffix. What is the suffix? The suffix is OL. So the name is methanol. What is the molecular formula? It is CH3OH. Okay, this is the condensed molecular formula. It is also written as CH4O. It can be written like this also. Okay, now the next is with 2 carbon atoms. 2 carbon atoms. I have drawn the 2 carbon atoms. First we have to draw the functional group. This is the functional group. For this carbon atom 2 are left. For this carbon atom 3 are left. So everywhere there will be hydrogen. Okay, now what will be the condensed structural formula? It will be CH3 CH2OH. OH is the functional group. From the condensed structural formula you come to know what the functional group is. Okay, now what will be the name? Here it is methane because there is one carbon atom. So here there are two carbon atoms. So the name will be, parent name will be ethane plus the functional group, that is OL. So the name will be ethanol. Okay. Now we will write the molecular formula C2. How many H are there? 2, 4, 5 and 1, that is 6 and 1 oxygen. Okay. This is the molecular formula of ethanol. This is the condensed structural formula of ethanol. This is the structure of ethanol. Now the third is with 3 carbon atoms. I will show you 3 carbon atoms. I have drawn the 3 carbon atoms first. Then the next step is to draw the functional group. I have drawn the functional group here. You can put it anywhere. The only thing is OH should be together. Okay. So here there will be H everywhere. H, H, H. Everywhere H will be there. So what will be the condensed molecular formula? It will be CH3, CH2, CH2, OH. Okay. In condensed structural formula, you come to know the functional group from the structure itself. Okay. So what will be the name? This will be propan, because there are 3 carbon atoms, and OL because the functional group is alcohol. So the name is propanol. Now C3H. How many H are there? 6, 7, 8. 8 H and 1 O. Okay. While writing the molecular formula, you may see that H is counted along with the other H, but in this case that H is not counted in this. Okay, because you have to show the functional group which is present. Now the next one is the compound with 4 carbon atoms. Okay, 4 carbon atoms. These are the 4 carbon atoms. One OH. Okay, I will draw the OH here. The other are with hydrogen everywhere. Okay, it is having hydrogen everywhere. What will be the condensed structural formula? It will be, this is CH3, this is CH2, this is CH2, again this is CH2, OH. Okay, this will be the condensed structural formula. What will be the name? As there are 4 carbon atoms, the parent is butane, and as the functional group is alcohol, the name, the prefix, the suffix ol is added. So the name is butanol. What will be the molecular formula? It will be C4H. How many H's are there? 10 H's are there and 1 O. This will be the molecular formula. Okay. Now we may move on to the next functional group, that is aldehyde. What is the structure of aldehyde? It is CHO. Okay. So first with 1 carbon atom. Okay. 1 carbon atom. It is having 4 lines. Okay. It is having 4 lines. Now in this CHO functional group, you have to count that CHC also. Okay. So in that CHO, 1 is O here and 1 is H here. You may see this in the table on page number 118. Just now we had studied CHO means it is like this. Okay. Now after drawing that CHO, you may see there should be 4 lines. There is 1 left. As it is having only 1 carbon atom, that carbon atom is already there. So here it will be H. Okay. So this is HCHO. This is HCHO. This is the name of the condensed structural formula of the aldehyde. Okay. And what will be the name? The name will be methane. Why methane? Because there is only 1 carbon atom. And what is the suffix? The suffix is Al. So the name will be methanal. Okay. And what will be the molecular formula? There is 1C, 2H and O. This will be the molecular formula. You may see that from the molecular formula you cannot understand what the functional group is. So generally they write it this way, HCHO. Okay. HCHO means in this CHO stands for aldehyde, that is Al. and that C has to be counted. That C means it is one carbon atom, this one carbon atom, so it is methanal. Okay, now the next is with two carbon atoms. I will draw the two carbon atoms. One is with the functional group itself, okay, CHO. The other is with the one left. Here one was left, I wrote H there. Here I have written C because it is having two carbon atoms. If I write C here, that C again has four lines. One is here, the other three are left. Okay, the other three are left with hydrogen atoms each. So what will be the condensed structural formula? It will be CH3 CHO. It will be CH3 CHO. What will be the name? What will be the name? As it is having two carbon atoms, it is ethane, and as it is CHO, its suffix will be Al, so it will be ethanal. Now the molecular formula, it is having two C's, 4 H and 1 O. Okay, now the next is with 3 carbon atoms. Now first we will draw the structural formula. First I will draw the 3 carbon atoms. Okay, 3 carbon atoms, but one is having the functional group, okay, with double bond O and H. Okay, the story of this have been finished, that is separate, it is CHO. This C is having two branches left, this C is having 3 branches left, so everywhere you have to put hydrogen. This is the structure of the next compound. Now the molecular condensed structural formula, CH3 CH2 CHO. Okay, so you may see that in the condensed structural formula you have to put that CHO CHO CHO, just like you had put OH 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 OH, everywhere you had written OH. So in the condensed structural formula you are able to understand which functional group it is, but it is not possible for you in molecular formula. But don't worry, at least for this year you won't be given the molecular formula to draw, you will be given the name or the condensed structural formula. Otherwise you will be given the name, you have to write the condensed structural formula and the structure and give the name in the other questions. So here what will be the name? As it is having 3 carbon atoms, it will be propane. Okay, it will be propane. And what will be the suffix? The suffix will be Al because it is CHO. Okay, so the name will be propanal. What will be the molecular formula? C3H6O. Okay, it will be C3H6O. Now the next one with 4 carbon atoms. I will draw the first, the backbone. Okay, this is the backbone of 4 carbon atoms, but one towards one side. Okay, it could be on either on the left hand side, either on the right hand side. Here you have to put O and H. So this is the functional group. The functional group is CHO. What about the others? You may fulfill the 4 branches or 4 lines with H each. Okay, H everywhere. Now what will be the condensed structural formula? The condensed structural formula will be CH3 CH2 CH2 CHO. And what will be the name? The name will be butane, as it is having 4 carbon atoms, and Al as it is aldehyde. What will be the molecular formula? It will be C4H8O. Okay, it will be C4H8O. You may draw these structures in your notebook. Now the next functional group is carboxylic acids, that is COOH. And what is the suffix which is added? The suffix which is added is oic acid. I had drawn in the other table. Okay, so the first one is number of carbon atoms 1. There is only 1 carbon atom. Okay, you may see in that table the structure, it is like this. Okay, it is double bond O, and towards this side it is OH like this. Okay, that OH can be written together also. I may repeat. So this is one carbon atom. It is having double bond O, and this side it is OH. So it becomes COOH. So for this C, you may see 1, 2, 3. 3 branches are already engaged. One is left, and that will be H. Okay. Why it cannot be C? It cannot be C because if it is C, then it become 2 carbon atom. It is having only 1 carbon atom. So this will become HCOOH. This is the condensed structural formula. The name will be methane. Why methane? Because it is having only 1 carbon atom. And oic acid. It will be methanoic acid. What will be the molecular formula? It will be C1H2O2. This will be the molecular formula of methanoic acid. Okay, C1H2O2. Now the next one is with 2 carbon atoms. So I have drawn 2 carbon atoms, but it is having one O at the top and one OH here. Okay, this makes the functional group, and this C is left with 3 branches. It is having H on every side. So this makes CH3COOH. You can write COOH, that is COOH. CH3COOH. How many carbon atoms? 2. So the name is ethane. Suffix oic acid, that is ethanoic acid. This will be the name of that compound. Okay, now we may move on to the structure, that is molecular formula. The first one is with C. How many C? 2. How many H? 4. And how many O? 2. So it becomes C2H4O2. Now the third one is the number of carbon atoms. 3 carbon atoms. I will show you 3 carbon atoms. I have drawn the backbone with 3 carbon atoms. One is having a double bond and OH. This makes the functional group. There are 2 left. I have to draw the 4 branches. So I have drawn H everywhere. Okay, the 4 branches which are left. So this will become CH3, CH2, COOH. Okay, this will be the condensed structural formula. 3 carbon atoms. So it is propane, and as it is COOH, it will be oic acid. So it will be propanoic acid. What will be the molecular formula? It will be C3H6O2. This will be the molecular formula. Now the next compound is with 4 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 carbon atoms. The one towards one end, it is having this functional group. The others with 4 branches each. Okay, I have to write H everywhere, H everywhere. Okay, now the condensed structural formula, it will be CH3, CH2, CH2, COOH. This will be the condensed structural formula. The name will be butane, as it is having 4 carbon atoms. Oic acid. It is oic acid because it is a carboxylic acid. It is having a functional group of carboxylic acid. These are the first 4 compounds with functional group carboxylic acid, that is COOH. Now we have left with ketone. We will see it next. Now in ketones, you may see I had told you there is one C double bond O in the middle and C on both sides. Okay, that means there is a C in the middle with a double bond O. 2 have got engaged, 2 are left. Okay, on this side also there is one C for the beginning one, first one, and one C on the right hand side and one C on the left hand side. So this C again it is having 3 branches. This C again it is having 3 branches with hydrogen. Okay, so this is the structure of propanol. This is CH3 CO CH3. You may see how I have written it. This is the condensed structural formula. In condensed structural formula I have written CO, which shows that it is the functional group ketone. Okay, now what will be the name? The name will be propan, as it is having 3 carbon atoms, and the suffix will be ONE. You may see in the other chart I had given you the suffix. In that the suffix for ketone is ONE. So the first one is propanol. There is no methanol, there is no ethanol. Okay, now how many carbon atoms? Minimum there are 3 carbon atoms. And what will be the molecular formula? It will be C3. Okay, how many H are there? H6. And how many O is there? There is only one O. So this will be the molecular formula. Now the next will be with 4 carbon atoms. Now here I will draw the 4 carbon atoms first. Now the condition is it should be having double bond in the middle and C on both sides. Now I may write this double bond here. Okay, I can write it here also. I can write it on this carbon atom or on this carbon atom. If I write on here this carbon atom, there are 2 C's on both sides. If I write on this carbon atom, there are 2 C's on both sides. Consider I am writing it there. There are 3 branches left for this. For this carbon atom, there is nothing left. So for this there are 2 and for this there are 3 with hydrogen on each branch. Okay, so hydrogen. Now what will be the condensed structural formula? It will be CH3, okay, with CO. Okay, this will be CH2 and the last one will be CH3. Okay, this will be the condensed structural formula. And what will be the name? How many carbon atoms? 4. So it will be butan. What is the suffix? The suffix is ONE. So it will be butanol. Okay. Now what will be the molecular formula? C4. How many H are there? It is 8, H8 and 1 O. Okay. Now the next is 5 with 5 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have taken 5 carbon atoms. Now I can put the double bond either here, here or here. Anywhere I can put. I am putting it in the middle. Okay. I am putting it in the middle. I can write it here also, here also. Now the branches left, for this there are 2, 3. For this there are 2. For this there are 2. And for this there are 3. Okay. I have to draw hydrogen everywhere. Hydrogen everywhere. You may note that every carbon atom is having 4 branches, 4 lines around it. Now what will be the condensed structural formula? It will be CH3, CH2, CO, CH2, CH3. This will be the condensed structural formula. What will be the name? The name will be how many carbon atoms? 5. So it will be pentan. Okay, it will be pentan. And what is the suffix? The suffix will be ONE, that is pentanone. This is the common name. We will come to IUPAC name in the other lecture. So this is pentanone. What will be the molecular formula? C5H. How many H are there? There are 10 H and 1 O. Okay. Now the next, with 6 carbon atoms, I will draw 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Any of these 4 in the middle could have the O, double bond O. I am putting the double bond O here. The other left, okay, the other branches left, you have to draw it, okay, with hydrogen atoms, Now, what will be the condensed formula? It will be CH3, CH2, 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 CO, CH3. This will be the condensed structural formula. What will be the name? How many carbon atoms? 6. So it is hexane. And what will be the suffix? It will be ONE. So its name will be hexanon, and the molecular formula will be C6. How many H? 12 H and 1 O. Okay. Now one thing you may notice in this series, that this is 3 and this is 6. This is 4 and this is 8. This is 5 and this is 10. This is 6 and this is 12. 3, 4, 5, 6. In every case it is like that. You may check each and every box, okay, for one group. Okay, for ketones you may see, for carboxylic acids you may see again. This is, sorry, the carbon atoms. Carbon atom is 1, 2, 3 and 4. This will be C4, H8O2. Okay, this will be the molecular formula. Now here it is C4. So it is increasing by 1 each, 1 C each. I will write it here. That means for each and every one there is 1 C which is increasing. And what about H? This is having 6, this is having 8, this is having 10, this is having 12. For carboxylic acids we will see, this is having 2, this is having 4, this is having 6, this is having 8. Similarly for aldehydes you may see, this is 2, this is 4, this is 6, this is 8. Okay, that means it is increasing by 2H. Every compound, every next compound increases by 1C and 2H. This is said to be homologous series. We will study the homologous series in the next lecture, but in this lecture you have studied about what are functional groups, what are heteroatoms, and the first 4 compounds with each functional group. You may draw the structures, practice it and study. If you are having any doubts, you may ask. Thank you.